deadline was okay, man. It wasn't as crazy as last year, as we know, when like Luca got traded, but there was one familiar face that got traded again, and that's Anthony Davis. But
Damn.
um it was an excited trade deadline, man. I'm ready to break it down to you. I'm looking forward to it.
Let's get into it. Now, our hometown team made some moves, made majority of the moves, to be honest. But if you had to say some, big winners from this trade deadline, what would it be?
There's a couple big winners in my opinion. The first and foremost, the biggest winner is the Cavs.
Okay.
They got James Harden. At the end of the day, I mean, he is MVP. I don't know how many time All-Star, but he still got it. Like he's still a 22, 23, 8, 9 assist guy a night. Um, a lot of people that you talk to would say, the defense, right? But Darius Garland wasn't really a defender either. I'd argue Harden is a better defender than him just based on the size that he has and the strength as well. But I also think the Warriors were winners too, man, and getting Porzingis. They haven't had like a stretch big in damn near ever, right? So the fact that now you can pair Steph with a guy that can step out, shoot the three, defend some guys in the paint, I think that was huge for their team as well. I would say those are my two biggest winners for this trade deadline. Absolutely,
I
those
like
two,
I
and
like the
Atlanta.
Cavs. I like the Cavs. I like what they did. I think, getting James Harden is an improvement because what he can do with Evan Mobley, I think he's going to elevate his game. And he also doesn't have to be that go-to guy, that second option. If Evan Mobley steps up and plays up to the level that he can, he'll be that second option. And Harden just do what he does, facilitate. Him and Donovan Mitchell backcourt's going to be nasty. But I also think, yeah, Darius Garland, he's somebody that hasn't been able to stay on the court, been able to be healthy. So for the Cavs, it's an upgrade because Harden's going to be out there.
Absolutely. And dominate. Oh, it's another team I failed to mention, but the Atlanta Hawks. I
Okay.
mean, it looks like they're going for it. I mean, earlier in the month, obviously they went and got CJ McCollum, but the fact that they added they got Gabe Vincent, which I think would be good for them off the bench, and then they got Kaminga. So we're gonna see what Kaminga can do as well over there. He'll probably come off the bench for a little while too, but Atlanta's looking decent, man. They're looking solid. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with that roster built around Jalen Johnson now.
They have athleticism, a crazy amount. I mean, Jalen Johnson, him, Kaminga, Dyson Daniels, Nikhil Alexander Walker, like they have dudes. And then CJ McCollum's a bucket off the bench. Gabe Vincent, I think a new scenery would be nice for him. He's able to, knock down some threes every now and then. I think, yeah, being back in the Eastern Conference might revive his ability. He was great with the Heat. Comes to the Lakers, he loses touch.
I don't know if you saw the video. I think you might have put it in there, but when LeBron was looking at that clip and he looked at Gabe, was like, they was like, yeah, that's the sign. LeBron about to get him up out of there, and he did. He gone.
Um, so yeah, I do agree the Hawks did a great job. I think some teams that were big winners from this deadline are teams that are going to be winners. We won't see, them have success until next season, but the Jazz, Jaren Jackson Jr., the Wizards, Anthony Davis, Trey Young with the top 3 pick. I think the Pacers might have won this trade deadline with Zubac and Tyrese Halliburton coming back. Those two, Siakam. Then you got a top 3 pick coming your way too. So I think a lot of teams that I didn't expect to be buyers were buyers, and it paid out big for them. Another winner I was thinking about, the Timberwolves. I think they missed out on getting Giannis, but getting Io as like a point guard, 15 points per game, shooting 45% from three. This guy has been phenomenal all season long. Reliable guy, could play defense. And you get Mike Conley back. He gets traded back and forth, and then he resigns with the Timberwolves. Crazy. Need his veteranship. But I think they're a big winner for that move, and clearing up some cap space too, all in the process. So I think, yeah, the Timberwolves, they're gaining the right momentum. Julius Randle's been playing well. Jaden McDaniels is playing elite. You didn't have to trade him. Nas Reed's been great off the bench. So I like them as a team that could be a huge threat to the Thunder.
Yeah, my question is, did Mike Conley even leave his house, or did he just
Probably not.
stay at home the whole time? I love the moves that they made. I think Kobe White would have been a better fit than Io, but I kind of feel bad for Io. He's home raised, home born in Chicago, went to school in Illinois. takes care of all his family. He got like 7, 8 brothers and sisters he
That's
takes care
crazy.
of. So he'll probably be moving all of them to Minnesota. But it's still a great pickup. He plays both sides of the ball. He can shoot, stretch the floor. He can get teammates involved. He'll probably come off the bench the rest of the year, but he will be a big piece to their playoff push this year.
And he's a nice young piece for them moving forward too. I think he
Yes.
fits perfectly. So I think the Timberwolves still left with something. Some losers. One loser I have, the Miami Heat, bro. Are they ever gonna make a move?
It looks
Minus
like
Norman
they
Powell.
Yeah, it looks like the Heat are gearing up to try to get Giannis or somebody in the summer. Um, but yeah, I was pretty shocked that they didn't make a move, and it could be simply because the piece that they want to move is Tyler Hero. He has not been healthy this year, so maybe teams are just kind of skeptical about it at the moment. But yeah, I would agree that they're a big loser. They probably should have made some type of move. They're not going to win a playoff series at all. No.
They were the only team in the Eastern Conference not to make a move at the deadline.
Yeah. And they're not even a top team. It's not like they're the Pistons or the Knicks or the Cavs or something like they're the Heat, you know. So I don't get it, but it's each his own.
Um, I think the Houston Rockets are another loser too. I think they should have gotten a point guard. Kobe White was right there. Jabari Smith for Kobe White. I would have made that move immediately.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like Jabari Smith. He's still young. He's probably 3 or 4 years younger than Kobe White. Any guards, and that's Houston's pretty much their identity. So maybe that's why they weren't a fan of letting him go for Kobe White. As a Bulls fan, like that would have been best case scenario for us because we didn't get any first round picks. And that leads me to my biggest loser. You got the Heat. My biggest loser is the Bulls, honestly. Um, why? Because you traded your core in Levine, DeRozan, Vooch, Lonzo, um, Io,
Caruso.
Kobe, Caruso. I mean, you traded, and this was a team that was making the playoffs, believe it or
Yeah.
not. They weren't winning, but they were making the playoffs, taking teams to 6 games. But you got 0 first round picks for all that talent. Caruso didn't win a championship. Kobe White is on the Hornets, and he's actually probably going to be in the playoffs this year if I had to guess. Like the Hornets are balling out of control, playing really well on both sides of the floor. Io's going to a playoff team. Like you're helping everybody else out, but not helping yourselves. 14 second round picks is cool, but it's not often that you can draft a Draymond or Jokic in the second round or Brunson. Like it doesn't happen too often, especially if you're the Chicago Bulls.
And they don't even draft well. Like I don't remember the last second round pick we got that was good. We got Patrick Williams, top 4 pick. Sixth man of the year in college.
Yeah, can't talk about that too much. That's a soft spot for Bulls fans.
It's crazy. So yeah, this deadline was very disappointing for the Bulls. At first, I'm like, all right, we got Simons. I really like that pickup. But
Anthony's nice.
after picking up these guys, they're like, all right, we might trade Colin Sexton, we might trade Simons, we might flip them. And I'm like, bro, we're trading guards for guards. Now, I will say I do like the Jaden Ivey pickup. That's something
Me too.
that's keeping me optimistic. The last game last night, he had 13 points, 3 for 5 from three, 3 steals. Like he's not playing like himself like he was before the injury, but he's still shooting 37% from three. Simons, they call him Baby Dame, so I'm excited about that too. I don't know if we keep him though. He might be a very valuable asset to move ship somewhere else in the offseason or something. But I, I I don't know how you feel about the Rob Dillingham move.
I'm not a fan of the Rob Dillingham move. Again, I don't. I think you just got to get some picks, man. Rob isn't really the answer. They probably should have kept him moving and shipped him somewhere else. I just don't know what you're doing with Rob, Trey Jones. Like those are two very undersized guards.
Yeah.
Then you
And then
just
the
went and
Asian
traded for
dude too.
Sexton. Yeah, you got the Asian guy. You traded for Sexton. You traded for Anthony. You traded for Jaden Ivey. You got no center. You got no size. You got no forwards. I mean, I don't know what the Bulls are doing, but hey, they're the professionals. I'll just sit back and analyze as the weeks and months goes on.
Nah, I gotta go to 2K. I gotta, rebuild this team up.
You gotta do something, man. I could do better than that. Trust me.
Yeah, and like just as it's sad because like the assets were there. We could have made some shit work. I think Kobe White, if we would have traded him last year, we getting a first round pick for bro. You know what I mean? we waiting too long on all these dudes to send them somewhere. And yeah, like
Yeah,
you said, they're helping playoff teams. They're helping other teams. So yeah, nobody does like the Bulls. And I saw somebody saying like, yeah, AK is just helping out his buddies before he gets fired. That's all it is.
they might not fire him though. So he been there for a minute, just messing up. It's all good though. They'll get better
Sad.
in about
Hopefully.
5 years.
Hopefully we can land on Cam Boozer or one of these top picks in this draft class.
Some people thought the NFC North was going to be the worst division in football this season. They thought it was going to be as bad as the NFC South.